Welcome back to Allianz, the last league game before the dismantling process starts in January. The Burrow down at one end, and of course the Chook Pen at the other, on the bottom deck of the Eastern Grandstand here for the second preliminary final, with the winner of this going through to take on Melbourne in their third consecutive grand final. It's hard to believe, but this is only the second time these foundation clubs have met in finals footy in 76 years. What a night we have. A stadium only 30 years old, but hasn't it seen some great memories? Established in 1908, two of the foundation clubs, and Greg Inglis, one try away from 150 career tries. He'll become only the 12th in history to do that. Part of the lethal left side for the red and green. The number one team in attack versus the number one team in defence. Marvellous atmosphere. It's a fitting way to farewell, I can't say the old lady because it's probably not politically correct, number one, but it's only 30 years ago that we came here. Luke Keary played with the Red and Greens in the grand final win of 2014. Tonight he lines up alongside Cooper Cronk, who's been to 7 grand finals and won 4. The delivery of the football, which way's it going to go, Gus?
Well, I really don't know. You can make a case for both sides. The Roosters' defence up against this unpredictable Rabbitohs attack. What I'm glad about is that we're here on this occasion, the last ever at this stadium, in this great stadium, and see it full like this for its last appearance. Wonderful atmosphere. The local derby, things are pretty intense in Sydney this weekend. Roosters versus the Rabbitohs. Let's get it on.
James Tedesco will kick off towards the southern end of the ground. The second prelim is underway in front of a crowd of around 43,000. Carrying the ball back is Tom Burgess. 12 metres out from his own line, a run early for Brother Sam. Brad Fittler and Darren Lockyer are doing sideline tonight. Andrew Johns is in the box with Gus Gould. We're all excited, we're all pumped for this one. And of course, as I said, the winner will go on to play Melbourne. For the loser, it's the same as the stadium, it's the end. And he's been wounded there, George. The bandage on his head has been ripped off, and he's not well. George Burgess.
He's holding a rib.
So they go to the boot of Reynolds to clear, and Friend it is that puts a challenge on him. I don't think it was late. Now it's with Tedesco. And so the Roosters are 25 out from their own line.
He's in real trouble, George Burgess. Real trouble.
Well, he's almost certainly going to have to go to the HIA. We're at the 30-metre line, and a run for Keary out from dummy half. Friend still getting back from that challenge he put on Reynolds. Now it's Cordner's run, and he takes it to about 5 metres short of halfway in the middle of the ground. Now for Taukeaho. He's been under a cloud, an ankle injury, and that's the reason Momirovski is in the side really, because he is a goal kicker. And Keary kicks high down to Johnston. In the match that the Roosters won this year, they've played twice, by the way, and they have shared the spoils, but the night that the Roosters beat the Rabbits, South did not have the services of Inglis, did not have the services of Robert Jennings, and Alex Johnston was gone after 2 minutes, you might remember. This is Sutton now. He'll play the ball just inside the 30-metre line. Damien Cook, in that game I'm talking about, the Roosters were able to blunt the effectiveness of Damien Cook, who kicks out of dummy half. He's looking for the line and finding it. Didn't reach the 20, but they walk to the formation of the scrum, just sucking them in. And there's George.
Now, I'm not sure if he's got a rib complaint or he was just winded, but he was very groggy when he got up, and he was blowing hard. He was trying to suck in some air.
He gets twisted up here, Gus. Have a look at the torso get bent backwards.
Yeah, he's not well there. And I thought he staggered a little bit, but he was sort of clasping at his ribs.
They undid the bandage very quickly. So the Roosters winning the scrum, and here's Ferguson. Blake, of course, has had a wonderful season, and he's bound for Parramatta next year. Angus Crichton on the other side, of course. He's bound to be playing in the red, white and blue next year. Played by Tupou, Wairega Hargreaves, without his front row partner, Napa, almost in the middle of the ground. Played back for Friend to go on to Taukeaho. And Sio will play the ball on the 40-metre line, south end of the ground. They're on the scrum line, 20 metres in from the eastern side, and Keary goes away to Cordner. Penalty. It goes to the Sydney Roosters.
It was nice defence by the right side there from the Bunnies. They had an overlap. Keary identified the overlap, went down the short side. Gagai just held back. Snuffed out the short pass to Cordner. He'll play short to Cordner. Gagai will see it. Big tackle, but then just goes on with the tackle. They're going for points, the Roosters.
So Jake Friend taking the tap. Wairega Hargreaves takes the first on this new set. The ball's come out. He said, Ashley Klein said he lost it. Well, it's a let-off for the Rabbits.
You watch the South Sydney players race in here to congratulate their teammate when he forces the error. It's the two Burgess boys who've got the short cropped haircut. A little nudge here, I think. Well, yeah, just a little nudge there just to get it out. Nicely done. And then the entire South Sydney team will come racing in to pat them on the heads, because it's a good result. Nothing wrong with that. I like that. I like that little bit of gamesmanship.
You talk of enthusiasm. I don't think I've seen a team actually take to the field more enthusiastically than South Sydney did tonight. They got a large roar from the crowd as they came out for their warm-up. Sideline, Brad Fittler.
It's absolutely awesome down here, Ray. It's been a long time since I've sat on the sideline in a footy game with goosebumps, but they're definitely out tonight. Beautiful conditions. It's about 19 degrees. There's a bit of a breeze behind the Roosters, hence mostly why all the footy's been down the South Sydney end. There's no dew on the grass. Perfect night for footy, Rabs.
It's a lovely carpet, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful, nice and thick. I saw Damien Cook before the game, and he was checking it out and just give me the thumbs up, so they'll be all confident with their footwork tonight.
Tom Burgess took a run. Now Damien Cook has a carry, and he'll play it back to Sam Burgess as Reynolds switches from the right to the left to take the ball. Then he goes back into the middle. He picks up Walker, and Cody will play the ball on the 30-metre line. Cook away. Sam Burgess on to the 20-metre line. This is what they want to do. They want to get the big men rolling to make way for Cook. There's Reynolds now with the Cook down into the in goal. Tedesco, oh, he's offside in goal. Well, you can't be.
There's no offside.
There's no offside in goal.
No later than that.
He got a good grab at this, Tedesco. I think he got there before anyone else. He just come up with a bobble, and Luke Keary ended up saving the day. It was deep into the in goal. Well, Gagai got a hand on that as well. It's probably a knock on by Gagai, gone unnoticed. So they've got away with a couple of ones early, the Rabbitohs. Luke Keary there to make the grab.
They're going back, are they? Changing the call?
Yeah, it was a knock on by Gagai.
Well seen, Gus.
It was a knock on by Gagai.
Then Gagai's knocked the ball on.
So it's a knock on in goal by the attacking team. That's the way they've now viewed it. So that comes out to the 20-metre line for the restart.
Just wait, mate. Just wait.
Wow,
just
it's
wait.
a long time since I've felt Allianz Stadium like this. It's pumping, it's heaving.
Every little cranny, every little nook is occupied here tonight. It's a marvellous sight. Being forced back there under the weight of the defence is Blake Ferguson. He'll play it just outside the 20-metre line. And the ball there is with Momirovski. He's bound. Oh, he's lost it. The 22-year-old, in his second game only, has lost it. Bound for West Tigers next year. South Junior. And a goal kicker.
Yeah, it's his first touch of the ball. I wonder psychologically what that'll do for the young man. I think once again there was a hand in there from George Burgess. The initial contact, then George's hand comes up under the ball.
Well, I don't think Sam and George could believe it that the youngster was having his first hit up in the middle of the field. They just attacked him like sharks.
Damien, Jared down, clock off. Hold for the goal.
Big chance for the Rabbitohs.
So Walker using Sutton. Sutton going back on an inside passage. To play the ball for Damien Cook. Goes long to Walker, who goes in for George Burgess, who seems to have made a recovery. I sensed that there was some concussion involved, but obviously I'm wrong. This is Damien Cook. And you can see the line. It's only about 7 metres in front of them. Sam dummies, goes to Reynolds, who goes to George Burgess. The twins with their heads shaved. Away from Sam, then to Reynolds. It rolls, and it's advantage there to the Sydney Roosters.
Yeah, great rushing defence on the left-hand side there, the Roosters. Went up and took time away from the South Sydney ball players, and they forced the fumble.
Cordner on the 40-metre line. And no score after 9.5 minutes. Keary pumping it down the blind side, where Momirovski plays the ball safely. Then for Friend, now for Tauke Aho. And he'll play the ball about 38 metres out from the South Sydney line. Friend then away for the kick from Cronk, and Cronk's kick going down to the line. And Jennings leaving the field of play to go back into the in goal. And it's play on 12 metres out from their own line. Played to Johnston, gone to Graham. Campbell Graham, 12 months ago he was doing his HSC at Marcellin College here in the South Sydney district or the eastern suburbs, whichever you like. Now on to Reynolds, and he hits it and keeps it pretty low. It's bouncing towards the sideline. Tedesco had to play at the ball, and then he almost made a clean break. Tackled over there though by Crichton, who's working on the right side as a second rower over there. Played by Tupou. Now for Tauke Aho. Up the middle, 38 out, and that's where he'll play the ball. Played for Friend, now comes away from Cronk. Goes to Orbison. Mr. Fix-It in the second row tonight. He was down to play centres. Long ball away then for Cronk. He bounces it on the 10-metre line. Johnston's got the ball. Beats one, beats a second, beats a third. But then he beats himself by losing his footing. 20 out from his own line. A run for Dane Gagai. At the 30-metre line now. Graham takes a dummy half run. Just simple plays, bringing it out of the red zone at their own end of the ground. Let's take a comment sideline, Brad.
You're speaking about Mitch Orbison. I was talking to Trent Robinson before the game, and the big thing was he didn't want to change his bench. Radley, Collins, Tedavano and Madison. He really liked what they brought to the team. That's why he left Orbison over on the left, on the right-hand side.
Tom Burgess with a play the ball, and then Reynolds with a kick. Going down to Daniel Tupou. Didn't want to move around very late. He had to adjust himself.
Yeah, I want to ask Brad Fittler about the strength of the breeze there, because the last 3 Rabbitohs kicks have been really influenced by the breeze.
Yeah, it's quite a breeze. It's all from the north as well, straight behind the Roosters. You can see Adam Reynolds' last one come off the side of the bird and just went straight to the sideline. But it's quite a good breeze and a fair advantage in the first half for the Roosters.
Oh, Ferguson knocks on. Referee said take the advantage and play on.
Dangerous.
Now there's a penalty. South's coming in from all over the place. There's been an incident here in the tackle.
John, leave it.
Robert. Just walk away. Don't go grabbing their blokes. Damien Cook running in.
So
Don't come in and make things worse, right?
the natives getting restless.
There's 5 errors already in this game, happening.
You do not
12
run
minutes
in.
into the game.
Yeah, and I have penalised it, but you running in causes all that.
Jake Fred has lifted into a dangerous position. That's what the referee has ruled on.
Come on, dangerous.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And I'm just wondering whether or not this breeze is too strong for Adam Reynolds to open the scoring. He might have to.
No, he's going for 2.
He's going to go for 2.
Going for 2,
We'll
guys.
take a break. Big Bud. Who's the other bloke?
Adam, sorry.
So welcome back to Allianz, the last rugby league game to be played here. A preliminary final between clubs that have actually used this as their home ground for many, many years, particularly the Eastern Suburbs team.
Adam Reynolds here kicking into the breeze Brad Fittler speaking about. You'll want to keep this ball really low and try to punch through it.
3 drop goals last weekend. It's on its way. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks very good if you follow South Sydney. They take the first points 2-0. Telstra challenged fans to stream the footy from unexpected places on Australia's best mobile network to be in the running for grand final tickets. Now you can search the hashtag footy when you need it on Instagram to see some of the entries from Andrew Johns, many of them. So the tricolours start again. Walker taking it in goal. That's George Burgess bringing it back. And he'll play the ball. South's appealing. Appealing for a steal. But it's a knock on.
He lost it after the tackle's complete.
It's had 6 errors.
Stop bonding.
Yeah, neither side really good with the ball control coming out of their own end of the field. Both teams slapping at the ball, playing at the ball, tackling the ball, pulling at it, looking to get those little fumbles and bobbles and take the advantage, testing the referee to see whether or not he'll penalise. So an attacking scrum here, all defenders and all attackers on the one side. There's nobody on these blind sides. Now Ferguson coming back behind the scrum, trying to take a defender away. He stops short. Now they've got no formation.
We've got Mitch Orbison feeding the scrum. Yeah. Jake Friend at lock.
So Cronk out to Keary, and here it is with Tupou. That's a good tackle by young Graham, but it's gone back to Tedesco. And James will play the ball. 15 metres out from the line. Jake Friend across and finding Taukeaho. Orbison was travelling at speed on a flat journey straight through. Now from Cronk to Keary. Oh, here it comes! Daniel Tupou gets the first try in the second preliminary final.
Was this Tedesco?
It was Tedesco.
Well, A couple of weeks ago I said he threw the best pass that I've ever seen him throw in his career. This one might be better. Beautifully set up. They went to the left. They came back to the post. Now they go to the left with good shape again. Tedesco in and out of the hands. Straight to Tupou. Across the face of Mamarovsky. Watch this again. In and out of the hands. Bang. His fingerprints won't even be on that ball. That was so slick.
It was a nice play by the halves. Cronk doesn't go right into the line. Gives Keary time to play. Then Keary gives Tedesco time to play. Nice lead-up work there by the halves, but then in the end, Tedesco. Beautiful pass. Freddie?
Yeah, I thought the Keary pass was outstanding. He just hesitated. Watch how he just holds the ball. Cronk goes to the line. Keary can see where the defence is. He wants to throw it there, but he just holds it back that split second, which pulls Graham right out of the line and exposes that right edge. Beautiful timing by Keary, how he just held that ball back. And obviously Tedesco finished. He did it twice last week against the Sharks. And he's got the Roosters on the board for the first try.
This was always going to be South Sydney's Achilles heel. I just don't know about their defence on their own goal line compared to the other teams in the finals. Now, my mail earlier in the week is that Takiahau was not only in doubt to play, but if he played, would be unable to goal kick. So he's obviously had a rapid recovery at the back end of the week. I know Ferguson practiced during the week. Momorowski practiced. Takiahau said, give me the ball. Do you think that South Sydney bloke wants a go?
It's hilarious.
This is why he's here. He's here to put the kickers off.
He's cranky.
They're going to need the goggle tomorrow morning.
So from the sideline for Takiahau, and it's out wide.
Stay behind, guys! Not early, guys. Make sure we wait.
So back with South Sydney now for the restart. 7 of their grand final squad in the team tonight. 8 of the others in their first final series. So the Roosters lead 4-2 midway through the first half. Is Daniel Tupou the try scorer? Beautiful finisher. Tedesco really took a hit. I think it might have been Greg Inglis or Dane Gagai, one or the other. They channeled in to try and jam him up. And young Graham therefore had to come in as well, which he did. Now there's a player down injured. Is that Keary?
He was hit on. He pushed up in support.
I think he was playing for a penalty. He bounced up pretty quick.
So it comes away to Cronk, and he puts the right foot on it. And it goes down to Jennings outside his own 20-metre line. He's the season as number 3 leading try scorer. Behind, of course, David Fusitu'a. So South's at the 40-metre line now. Quick play the ball. There's only one marker, and Greg Inglis knew that. And that's how he was able to really travel 10 metres. And that's against the marker hanging on, the tackler hanging on too long.
He snuck from out of dummy half, Cody Walker. He's come out of that challenge hobbling with a knee injury. Keep an eye on him down there, Freddie.
Yeah, good to see Cam Murray on talking about those fast play the balls that we saw of Greg Inglis. We'll see a bit more of Cook now.
White boots. Walker at second. To a support, Johnson. Gone to Johnston.
Now the last pass was.
It was brilliant football.
He's the player that can They can go outside the strike. Nothing on here. Cody the back. And then the overhead pass. Correct decision.
When see that that's young Robert Jennings going in untouched.
And he lost the ball on a couple of early
that we're not seeing here of the Roosters, Gus.
And two, because it costs them nothing. Both sides are doing it.
Reynolds then.
Yeah, they're prepared because it doesn't cost them anything. What's the error? Both sides.
Field scrum here.
To defend here, and they've only got
sweeping.
And they go. Explosive speed is
Momorowski
at number 9. Play the ball in if he can. Hold him down. Almost. Cook, it's come to Sam. And Greg Inglis, he tries to. He's held. Leaders out from the line. Dummy half was Sutton. Wedging his way back in. And I thought for a moment for a try.
It was on the back of Sam Burgess. Well, he's Sam. Plays the ball, leaves Jake Friend. Damien Cook to get out. Nice.
There's the force.
It's a big job for these two Origin greats. English
drop out. Back at the defence. Play back to. He puts a on his inside from the line, Sandberg. And they continue. Finds himself at. It's a way to cry to the line. Reynolds here for Tom Burgess. It's a penalty. He's pointing.
Yeah. Greg. What's he going? Adam, are you gonna? Hey? Okay. But it's happened 3 times. And I'm only going to rule it as I see it. That way? Yeah. At the moment, unfortunately, I haven't seen that action. Appreciate that. I'm going to just judge it.
So Adam Reynolds Out, 20 in. Towards the Moore Park Road end of the ground.
I don't see a lot of the Roosters and the ball come up with one nice try, but the long game. Here tonight.
26 minutes gone. One try. Off and Tedesco. And 10-metre line. Ding half. It's a 4. And again, it's Jennings winding it up. A second rower, really. Robert Murray is with the last Saturday night. Up to half. 5 tackles gone. Complete the set. Ball inside the 20. Ferguson, the other winger now. Into the arms of Cameron Murray.
Surprised Radley wasn't on there, but he's just come on, Radley, and I think a ruck there. I think he could be.
And Radley play first receiver. If Manu into play. So he's
That's what defense for the whole set.
Now Talkear. And the Roosters to South Territory. Tedesco. Drop then for Keary. Morovsky. And here is Cord. 15 at the line. Looking around for his playmaker. A nice kick down. Backwards, I fancy. The ball. And now it's Jen. Going. But he doesn't like.
That's right. Not at a penalty.
they'll be disappointed there. The
Jennings plays the ball and he wasn't. South's got the penalty.
Then strapping the thumb.
Possession available. Played by George Burgess. Come away to Walker. Gone. And Greg will play. Sutton. Tupou.
He's dead.
They keep pumping. Now Tedesco. Jolting tackle by coming together there. Punches the ball. Johnston. Reynolds.
Just because of the breeze. The ball sometimes.
Jennings. Sam Burgess. He's lost.
Well, neither. This is tackle. Ball security from both sides. Penalties and coming up with. It's really
Going on for about 100.
Yeah, it's been. They're neighbours. This ain't shopping centre. This week they're looking solid.
Ferguson. The line. And it's Tedevano. To the defence. Back for Keary. Bounce for Crichton. Said it went back. Extinguished. Breathes and Tauke. 20.
He's a good defensively tonight.
With a double pump and gets. Reynolds, he kicks it. .25 out from his own. Tedesco. So Mitchell Orbison. Back when it was.
Big tackle from the inside.
Corner over there where from Alex. Sutton goes. Jennings comes. Port. To go. Damien all the way to George Burgess. And Cook now with that. Reynolds.
That is huge. That is a huge.
Has got Tupou with him. to him, but takes it himself.
This is a big set coming up.
For all, leading Sam Burgess.
Well, this will help the set start. Coaches there plodding away. Cronk is taking his time, making sure everyone understands.
He's 30. Trails down. Side denied a chance to win back-to-back consecutively. So Tedovano. So Cronk, I should say. Seen little of the football. Out from the line now. Cronk, and it's gone away. Forward there.
There's great earlier. Off their line and come in and put these playmakers. Watch them make that forward.
Next Sunday, Stadium, live from 6:30 p.m. We'll be on air at with the state champions. Grand final day.
Big focus for the Roosters tonight was sure he didn't run out of enough. He's only ran. Will they be able to keep it up in the second?
When they beat them during earlier, it blunted the effect. The young man.
He tried to offload the ball. Nice to come off his right. Defenders, right foot step. Through the line, looking. And
yep.
Done to break this. Defending the set plays well. Damien Cook had a dummy half. Something different to break this defense.
Roosters. I know it is with the ball. Into action to Madison. Down for West Tigers next year. Bradley. By again. Time is to Cronk and Kieran. Their favourite side. Forward pass. 12 out. For a drop goal. Careful calling drop goal.
Left arm there, Cooper Cronk. Kicks the ball. left arm. Watch him get up, holding the left arm. Yeah. To the side there.
5-4 takes us back in.
You find them both sides get into a bit of a. We had a few areas coming out of their own end. One set for set and one bit. Nah. No, it's just something we need to focus on. Good luck.
Dressing room.
And they've been working on him. A lot of massage, a lot of heat in. GPS vest on. Do is suffered some. Make sure it stays down, doesn't pop up again.
Victor the inflictor.
That's a good sign.
I saw them boys today about lunchtime warming up at Bronte Beach. They're excited. There's Cooper. Look, he's holding that arm.
He's not comfortable at all. They spent every single minute of half-time working on Cooper Cronk away from the rest of the team. The rest of the team was huddled around the coach. Cooper Cronk was on the bench with the physio. They were taping him, manipulating.
In years gone by, Gus, there'd be a meeting in South Sydney's room talking about that.
Yeah.
How we're going to get at that left shoulder.
Yeah.
There's the inflictor.
Well, if they had the TV cameras on in the South room, they know exactly what's going on. But he's a champion player. He's a veteran. I'm sure he's played with injury before. He'll know exactly what he can and can't do out there.
So the second half is underway. We take a 4 points all score line into the second half. And as you saw from the pictures there, Cooper Cronk is suffering some discomfort from a battering he's taken after the kick.
Well, that's the problem in the second half. After he kicks, he cannot protect himself. And when he lands after the challenges, he's going to land on that arm. And if the arm is upwards, that will put pressure on that AC joint.
This is Madison. Twice winner of the Dally M medal, Churchill medalist, won the Golden Boot, played in 7 grand finals and won 4. It's a great record for this man, Cooper Cronk, as he sends it down to Johnston.
Well, he's lame. Damien Cook pressured him then, and he just put that arm straight to his side.
So now Graham, taken by Radley. Referee calling out, get off him, Victor, get off him. Adam Reynolds with a dummy, and then Johnston goes away to Gagai. So Dane playing the ball inside the 40-metre line for Adam Reynolds to give it on to Cook. He's been herded back in. A bad pass, it's with Greg Inglis. Defends, he almost breaks through. Held by Friend, comes away for the kick from Reynolds. Down into the corner, occupied by Tupou. 5 out from the corner post.
Well, I think the South Sydney coach has got to get a message out to Burgess, Inglis, Sutton, and just say keep going with Cooper Cronk. He's in a lot of discomfort out there. If he's in discomfort with the ball, he's going to be in a hell of a lot more pain without it when they're running at him. His right shoulder. He's talking. I don't know if that's what he's talking about.
Tedesco. 8 metres short of halfway. Cordner. Just getting it into enemy territory. At halfway line is a bit like Anzac Parade when it comes to these two clubs. And that's out on the full. So the ascendancy swings to Souths.
Yeah, there was a set of 6 before, and they went at Cooper Cronk's edge. And I just want to have a look what he... Watch him come flying out of the line to try to cut that off so he doesn't have to make the tackle. What that does, it puts pressure on the inside defender, which is Mitch Orbison, because what happens, there'll be edges around him. It won't be that straight line of defence. So if he wants to get up, try to cut that play off, it's the players either side for Cronk who are vulnerable.
Well, that left arm is just dangling. It's seriously dangling.
Play by George Burgess. Cook goes for a gallop. He's the leading runner out of dummy half in the competition. Here's Sam Burgess with a strong run. And Cronk was there that time with Orbison. Sutton then. Here's Inglis fending. Getting it an underneath pass to Sam. Now they're all standing still. George Burgess decides to drive the machine down to the 20-metre line now. They come right side for Murray. Then for Reynolds. Shows it once. Gave the ball to Johnston. They go down towards the try line. They're 7 metres short. 5 gone for the Rabbitohs as it comes from Gagai. The boot of Reynolds over towards Ferguson. He's put it down, and was he onside or off? He's onside. Now it's a penalty going to the Roosters.
You guys knocked it on, so I was going to play 0 tackles.
Well, you landed this right on top of Cooper Cronk's head. Cooper Cronk was never going to get up for it. He was trying to shield the ball. Ferguson went up over the top, went through his hands, knocked on by Inglis.
He's saying he can't kick the ball.
Yeah, he can't raise his left arm for balance.
So Luke Keary steps up to the plate. Brad Fittler sideline.
You can see that last set of 6. Jake Friend wanted to protect Cooper Cronk. Instead, he came to the left-hand side. Poor Luke Keary was getting wiped down the back by Travis Toomer, the trainer. He was hoping that Luke Keary would call out for the ball. He ended up kicking it down the full.
Ferguson almost to the halfway line now. Matheson. He's been a good deputy right through the year. As I said earlier, bound for West Tigers. And now Cooper Cronk away to Luke Keary. Steps off his right foot. Almost carries him through John Sutton. Friend, Cronk, Cronk to Tedesco. Tedesco looking, bobbing, ducking. And he'll play the ball about 15 out from the line. Tedesco plays it for Friend. Now it's with Keary. Puts a little kick in. Johnston's got to take it. Johnston had to kill it.
Well, this would be mental torment for Cooper Cronk. These games are the reason why the Roosters bought him. They've been to these games before and fallen short. So they said, well, get us a premiership winner. Let's show us how to handle these games. Now he finds that he's incapacitated. He's trying to talk his team home rather than play them home. And he's seriously incapacitated with that left shoulder. He can't lift it. We just showed that he didn't want to kick the ball because he can't raise his arm for balance.
Now the Roosters have got the upper hand. They wait for the dropout. It's not a big one. Bounces a little bit awkward, but it comes down for Momirovski. Playing the ball 30 metres out. It's with Tedovano. He's a willing worker, isn't he? Tedovano
loves it.
Friend for Cronk, and then Radley at 100 miles an hour. There's nothing slow about Radley. Friend, Cronk out the back, Keary, and good passing. Eventually, though, it finds the sideline. It's been touched.
Yeah.
It's been touched in flight.
Watch Cooper Cronk pass this ball. There's no left arm involved into the door. He's nearly got to throw it with his right shoulder. He goes around, he asks for a decoy run, and watch how he turns his whole body to throw this. See that? That's real pain. I reckon that's about as far as he could throw it.
Now lucky there, the Bunnies. Campbell Graham stumbles. Sees his centre man go in. They'll see the play. Gagai will go in. Campbell Graham actually stumbles. Lucky he's got those big long arms. Otherwise, Tupou was in the corner.
Well, they've gone that way all night, haven't they?
Well, here they come again, the Chooks. Tedesco, little in and away. And a penalty again goes to the Roosters.
Yeah, hit him in the head.
High tackle.
Inside 10. Inside 10.
Ferguson.
Well, they're
All
inside.
to no avail.
They're inside the 10. You can't take a quick tap there.
On the line, guys. On the line. On the line, guys.
So Ferguson finding the line. Brad Fittler sideline.
Yeah, with Cooper Cronk, it makes things a little bit different for the Roosters. He's not going to go to the line like he does normally, real deep in the line. The other thing is it makes him more dangerous. Luke Keary's going to take over and demand more of the ball.
Jedovano, friend away, Madison, and heavy work in there by Tom Burgess. Played then by Madison. Friend onto Keary, Keary onto Cronk, Cronk away to Tedesco. Now for Manu! Got a ball back for Ferguson. He's over. It's a try for Blake Ferguson.
Hey. What's in there?
They're freakish. This young fella, Joseph Manu, I think I told you about his extender arms.
Tackle 3 coming up here. We have a try.
He had nothing on here.
The Roosters player remain in the field of play.
He got force going sideways. The defenders had him, and he somehow, with 3 attending, holds on, looks around for Ferguson, and gets it straight to him. Ferguson doesn't even know it's coming. Look at that, his foot's nearly on the line. But he gets it away from the line.
Blake Ferguson remains in the field of play when he takes possession.
This is freakish. And then he gets inside the next 2. Then he throws his arm out and puts it down. That is phenomenal. Joseph Manu to Ferguson to the in goal.
And grounds the ball on the in goal. We have a decision.
That's freakish.
What a season he's had. And he put his hand up to do the goal kicking if he was required tonight. Darren.
Yeah, great try there on the right-hand side Roosters. It was the speed of Tedesco too. He's got him worried out wide. You see here, just as he scoots across field, he pulls Cody Walker out, which creates that little space there, which is enough for Ferguson. Manu does fantastic. But Tedesco's got the outside backs of the Rabbitohs worried. See it again here. He just his movement, he just starts to, you see there, Sutton just pulls away, and that's enough space there for Ferguson to find the line. Unbelievable there in front of the Roosters.
Well, up until that point, all the body language was with South. You could feel South growing, and Roosters on the back of the Cronk injury, just looking a little fragile. And suddenly this young man, Joseph Manu, comes up with a huge play. And this man too, he still had plenty of work to do. Now he's taken over the goal kicking. He's a bit hit and miss.
He gets a lot of draw on the ball from right to left, Blake Ferguson.
Yeah.
So we'll have to start this ball even outside that right hand upright.
This could end up in Redfern or Paddington, we don't know.
That was his 8th finals try in 9 games, and this one is not coming back. Take it off the outside of the ball.
Time you run, guys!
So the second try of the night, and both of them have gone, of course, to the Roosters. Tupou and Ferguson, the wingers, at the 16th minute and the 49th minute. So they've had a moral victory, if nothing else, at this point in the game. 8-4 the score. And here's this man, Tedesco again. 12 out from his own line. You're watching the second preliminary final The winner will go to Sunday's grand final, which is exclusively live to the Nine Network. And Melbourne are waiting to know who they're going to be opposed to. And of course, at the same time, Billy Slater, he has got a nervous couple of days waiting to see if he'll play his final game of rugby league in the grand final. 40 metres out from their own line then. The boot of Keary.
Once again, Keary taking the kicking duties. Oh, Cronk, courageous in the front line, just putting his body on the line. You can see the agony he's in.
Jennings, just short of halfway, is Rob Jennings, and the run here for Dane Gagai, running at Victor Radley. Radley wrapped himself around him and put him away. Walker for Sutton now. And Sutton 35 metres out from the opposition try line. 17 is out there, that's Dean Britt. And Cook goes from dummy half, he makes about 8 or 9, gives it to Crichton, Crichton back to Reynolds, he rolls the ball in. Here it is. Picked up there by Tupou.
They missed the kick. Damien Cook got out of dummy half. All the outside members sitting back. If he runs, you've got to be on your bike, you've got to be supporting him.
Ferguson hit hard there by Britt. Friend, now Tedesco, lurking around the ruck. Talking of Billy Slater, Tedesco reminds me so much of him. He wants to be in everything. He's so busy. 30 metres out from the Roosters try line. Oh, Cronk has kicked it into the back of John Sutton. He shook his head and said, where did it go? Now it's back there. It's still 5 tackles. And Manu has almost lost his balance. Now he does.
Changeover.
Now he knew
Changeover, and South will get a chance.
He knew that was the end of the tackle count. He didn't have a kick in him. Cronk really nervous about that kick.
The Tedavano got in his way. Show that reverse angle again. You'll see Tedavano. He's just standing still. You're going to run a block here. You've got to be moving.
So South with this chance. First tackle on the set. Walker sweeps it away to Reynolds. Reynolds away to Johnston. Johnston will play the ball 8 metres out from the line. Play down the southern end. Gagai, Reynolds, Murray. 8 metres out from the line. It's 8-4 in favour of the Roosters. Cook goes behind the second man. It's gone away to Walker. Walker got it away. That's John Sutton, is it? It is. He plays the ball. Middle ground. Walker, can he get rid of the ball? No, he's going to be made to play it. He's 11 out from the line. And Cook takes them on. He puts a kick in. It came off a Rooster. He played at it, I thought. My question was the other Rooster onside?
Gus, you spoke about this all year. They like to trap the ball, the Roosters. Very hard to get the grubber kick through.
Yeah, they'd rather keep defending. They'd rather give you 6 more tackles and let the ball get to the in goal. See how they all throw their feet in front of it. They call it trap and scrap for the ball.
Play by Tupou. And then from Britt, it's gone. Oh,
whoops.
Knocked on. Advantage applies. And Souths get another opportunity. They lose the ball. So they got no advantage out of that.
There's so much good play here tonight, and there's so much scrappy stuff too. Both teams, unforced errors, losing the ball in the play the ball, losing the ball in the tackle.
Does that come down to emotion? Are they too revved up?
I don't know what it is, Andrew. You know, it's not as though both teams look for a lot of offloads. They should have better ball security than that. It just could be the impact of the defence. I've got the feeling, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, Souths have got the body language. Souths look like they're really aggressive at the ball, and the Roosters are kind of just hoping that things are going to go okay. Souths look more optimistic than the Roosters at the moment.
So a penalty goes to Souths.
Onside, go
It's a high tackle ruled by Ashley Klein. Inglis takes the tap, takes them on. He'll play the ball 9 metres out from the uprights. And another penalty.
Not fast.
Listen to this crowd.
Yeah. You can feel it. South Sydney are surging here. South Sydney really believe.
So Tom Burgess takes it to within 5 metres of the line. It's 8-4 in favour of the Roosters. 2 tries to 0. This is Murray. 4 metres out from the line. Cook gets it away to Britt. Souths with a chance. Reynolds sweeping it away. Walker's got the ball.
Decoy runners took defenders out, so he laid down. That's a voluntary tackle. That's Rabbitohs' favourite subject.
So Tom Burgess now on tackle number 5. So Souths have frittered away this set, so it would appear. That came off a Rooster's hand.
Yeah, John Sutton here is a really smart play. Cody Walker will grab at the kick and it gets knocked down. John Sutton's tempted to pick this ball up. But I think he realises he was in front of Cody Walker when he kicks the ball. Cody Walker will get the ball and he'll kick it. He's knocked down on the outside by Joseph Manu. John Sutton realises he's in front, so pulls out of the play.
Brad?
The Roosters are going to their bench. Lindsay Collins on the sideline at the moment. Siwa Takiaho standing up. And Jared Weddy-Hargreaves has just sat back down. So with 21 minutes to go, the Roosters have got 3 fresh middles. Hopefully to withhold that Damien Cook speed and those big Burgess boys.
So here's Reynolds now getting it out the back again for Greg Inglis. And Inglis is about 8 metres out from the line. Cook in the middle of the ground. That's Britt. No gain in ground. Cook again goes left side. Walker sweeps it in for Tom Burgess. The Roosters #1 in defence through the year. Walker tries to find a gap.
Big tackle. Ryan Madison.
Madison, the tackler, with Tedovano. Walker gingerly to his feet. It comes away to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it over here to Gagai. And that's 5 gone for Souths again. Played to Graham this time. Back to Reynolds. He puts a little kick in. Played out by the Roosters. Then they knock on. The Souths will get another one.
Yep. And whenever they keep grubber kicking, the Roosters will not let the ball get to their in goal. They'll play at it, and they're happy to defend again. Nearly came up with the grab here. This is the trap. They try to kick. Oh, this is Reynolds. Cody Walker got a twist on the ankle there. He was slow to get to his feet. Here's the kick. There's the trap. Trap it with your foot. Now scrap for it. Get on the ground. Try and get the ball back. He does, but he knocks it on. They will not let you kick it through the line. All South Sydney lined out to the left.
So it's gone out through Walker and then Sutton. Here's Johnston. And they put him into touch.
Oh, incredible defence.
Gee, on the first play.
John Sutton does well here. He'll double pump, which holds the defenders. Geez, I thought first looking at Robert Jennings, I thought he was too tight on Alex Johnson. Maybe Johnson, if you pass, watch John Sutton with the double pump, just holds it long enough. Double pump, holds it long enough, get him on the outside of Manu. No, it's great defence. Joseph Manu again.
Yeah.
Tremendous defence.
It's wonderful movement. You watch it from the high shot, and look how they all work together. They all go up hard together, then they wait, and then they all slide together.
You found a pass to Jennings here.
Look at this. They go up hard. Now they'll wait. Now they'll wait. Now they'll wait. And the patience, the trust. And they just get South Sydney going sideways. That's Trent Robinson. That's the head coach. He loves his defence. And he talks about movement patterns. It's all got to be natural.
Brad Fittler.
It didn't only save a try. All 3 Roosters are now on the sideline They're piling on as we talk. It's going to reprieve that whole middle of the Roosters. What a brilliant try save from Manu.
Taukeaho.
He's been the best tonight, Joseph Manu, both in attack and defence.
So that's Collins. Lindsay Collins in jumper number 14. So away for Keary to kick high and deep. Taken by Johnston. He goes immediately to Jennings. And Jennings will play the ball 15 metres away from his own line. Greg Inglis. Well, they well might be shrugging their shoulders, South. They've been to that left side so many times. And every time, tonight anyway, the Roosters have turned them away with this impregnable brick wall defence.
Well, they've got to attack from the halfway line.
Walker, here's a chance. Johnston got it out. Jennings is with the ball. The sliding defence again brings him down. So now from Sutton to Reynolds, and he puts it high, a big torpedo punt. Down to two. Oh, it's gone off. Has it gone off his hands?
No, he's saying no.
Saying he missed it, did he?
Well, hang on. He's changed it.
Let's go.
Well, he's changed it back again.
South. Yep.
20-minute restart.
Did he get his hand to do it or not? If I was the Roosters, I'd be taking... No, he missed it. That really swung right away from him.
Well, the body language on Daniel Tupou would suggest that he got a finger to it, but the replay proves he didn't. Adam G got it right. Roosters then coming
dropped
away.
this ball.
They've lost the ball, have they?
Again.
He turns in the play here, Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. And he's looking to offload the ball. It's just, this is what pressure does. You would never see him do this sort of play in rounds 1 to 26, but on the big stage, under pressure, there's no need for this. See him turn, looking to offload. John Sutton gets a bit of an arm in. And they need to attack around this halfway line. The Bunnies, when they get down in good field position, Tedesco gets in the defensive line. They have one marker. He organises the defence so well.
So here they come again. Will this one be in vain again? Sam Burgess playing the ball in the middle of the ground. Dean Britt gets it inside 30. Play the balls inside the opposition 20. 26 for the Rabbitohs. 11 the Roosters. Johnston, Gagai held by Keary and Tupou. And Dane Gagai playing the ball on the 20-metre line. It's gone on to Reynolds, and Reynolds to Tom Burgess. But even the power and the strength of the three Burgess brothers, they can't break them. And here's Sam losing the ball. It's come down to Tedesco.
And once again, great defence from the inside. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves makes a big tackle here on Tom Burgess. Then he'll double up on brother Sam. Tom with the big charge. Jared makes up for his error. Turn the ball inside. Tom Burgess, watch Jared Warrior-Hargreaves. Launches in then. Gets to marker. Reynolds will look to go wide but play inside. Jared Warrior-Hargreaves back on the inside. That's semi-final footy at its best.
And time's ticking away, under 15 minutes. They've had plenty of opportunities, South, haven't they?
Have they what?
Great Rooster defence.
How many times have the Roosters turned it over on tackle one?
Too many.
Here's Collins. Melbourne, of course, sitting back watching this preliminary final. Their third consecutive grand final, the Storm. It's a wonderful record that they've got. And they get a chance to become the first team since Brisbane in 92-93 to go back-to-back in a united competition. Here's Jared Warrior-Hargreaves now, steamrolling his way ahead and pushing Damien Cook with him at the same time. The kick down the ground from Keary, and Johnston takes it before hitting the ground. He He gets the ball away to Jennings, who's beaten one, beaten two. Gets it out to the 30-metre line. And he plays it for Walker. Walker for Graham. Graham comes to Collins. He'll play it on the 40-metre line.
This is where they should attack. Just stay in the middle and crisscross down the middle with their speed men. Attack off Damien Cook. Every time they've gone wide with those block plays, the Roosters have handled it. They get in the middle, just crisscross. Oh,
shocking pass.
What happened then?
Picked up by Momorovsky.
Did he mean to do that?
No idea.
Tupou.
Like the ball got muddled up in his hands and he kicked it or something.
20 is out there for the Rabbitohs.
No,
that's Totola. Wairia Hargreaves shouldering a big burden in the absence of Napa, who'll be back for the grand final if they win this match, of course. Napa and Latrell Mitchell. Friend. Now for Cronk. Cronk for Carey. Carey for Tedesco, and Cronk is down in back play.
Oh, it's a terrible cheap shot on Cronk.
He was belted way after he passed the ball.
Against Savita.
He was belted way after he passed the ball.
Now they've picked it up.
Yep. He was belted way after he... This was deliberate.
Unnecessary and late.
This was deliberate.
Here.
What's this? He'll pass it, then bang.
Oh, I can't imagine the pain of being here, Cronk. Passes, relaxes, bang. Oh.
There was only one intention there. Now, this brings a penalty goal into play. We'll have a break.
So Taukei'aho attempting a penalty to take it out to a 6-point ball game. Their record here at Allianz is outstanding, the Sydney Roosters. From their past 20 finals, they've won 16. They've won 6 of their last 7 games here. 38 times they've played Souths and won 24-14 here at Allianz. The last league match you're watching at this venue before it's dismantled in January. And Taukei'aho, he's pushed it out. It stays at 8-4 with 11 to go. This is the hit on Cronk.
We're in position.
John Sutton was penalised.
Let's stay behind.
So this will be a non-optional restart. Therefore, the dropout from Greg Inglis, it goes down to the 30-metre line. And Wairia Hargreaves is asked to bring it back. Just inside the 40-metre line, tackled by Totola. Now for Taukei'aho. Getting any easier, this business, is it, with your Taukei'ahos and Momorovskis?
It's a good run.
And here is Taukei'aho again.
They need to try, the Roosters. I don't know if they can just defend the 8 points.
25 out from the line. Is it coming here? Keary, Cronk, Tedesco. 3 of the spine involved pass to pass consecutively. Now again to Keary. He's been very good tonight. Oh, it came off Graham. It's a try. It's a try for the Roosters.
Do you think the Rooster player touched the ball?
It's a try, I believe, to the Roosters.
Yeah, okay. Tupou's saying, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it.
We're back to tackle 1 here, Chids. We have a try.
Yeah.
Well, Gus the ball only comes off South. And
Gus
no
just made the point
in the contest.
They need a try.
Roosters' kick chase have been cleared as onside.
Tupou saying, I didn't touch it, I didn't touch it.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, they're the fingers of Graham as far as I can see.
It comes off Graham.
Watch Tupou's left hand here. Does he get a hand on it?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Does it go backwards anyway?
Goes backwards anyway.
They look to be the hands of Campbell Graham.
Tupou kept saying, I didn't touch it, I didn't touch it.
I think we'd all be saying
Campbell
that.
Graham makes first contact with the ball and knocks it up. Any contact from Daniel Tupou would be back at this point. We're playing on.
It's a try.
There's your grab.
Paul Momirovski grabs the ball to the in goal. We have a decision.
It's Momirovski, is it?
Yep.
In his second game only, he was brought into the side tonight, replacing indirectly Latrell Mitchell, and he's already signed to go to West Tigers next year. He's got a try that more than likely will take them to the grand final.
Well, it's a big try, and it gets them halfway down Parramatta Road. They're not there yet. Still a long way to go. Keary, Harvey Norman replays, taken over all the kicking in this second half. He was looking for Tupou. The defence got in the way of Tupou. And if you just carry this on when they get in the huddle, when Tupou embraces Momirovski, he's yelling at the touch judges and the referee, I didn't touch this, I didn't touch it.
Can you believe this kid, Momirovski, is a South Sydney junior? That would be painful.
Oh, no.
Alexandria Rovers, I think.
Another chapter in the Book of Feuds.
Yeah.
What's Tupou here? You won't see it, but Harvey Norman replay. Keary has been enormous in this second half. He's taken over the whole lot. Cooper Cronk can't kick the ball. He's only got one arm.
So here's Ferguson. 22 metres out and 3 metres in from touch in front of us on the western side. The kick is staying out there again.
Well, it's 3 tries to none.
Stay behind, guys. Stay behind. Stay behind, guys. Right, just wait. Adam, wait. Come on. Stay behind.
Well, now South Sydney are dealing with not only the timepiece but the scoreboard. They're down by 8 and there's only about 8.5 minutes to go.
Well, they haven't scored a try yet. It's 3 tries to nil. A couple of penalty goals to the Rabbitohs. But they've got to get back within touch.
I remember last weekend, though, and I think most people would agree that they were in jail, they were locked up, they were handcuffed and shackled, but they got out of it. Here's a knock on against them now. That takes the pressure away from the Roosters.
Yeah, and then kicked it dead, which made it even worse. Now the Roosters will get a 7-tackle set and 20 metres head start. So that's just a frustration play right there. The Roosters in no hurry whatsoever to restart this game.
Well, it's a tough pass. Cook was going one way with his speed. There's the crowd.
44,380. That is a record attendance and a record for any sport at this stadium. So take a bow, you people that have attended the last rugby league match at Allianz. 44,380, a record attendance and a record for any sport at this stadium.
Cameron Murray came up with a big strip against St George Illawarra last week. They've got to do something different. They've been doing the same plays for 73 minutes and haven't scored. Something different.
So we're getting closer and closer to wondering whether Cooper Cronk will be there. against Melbourne next weekend.
The courage of Cronk then, again.
Played by Sutton, it's come away from Murray. He got them out of a lot of trouble last weekend. Here's Reynolds. Oh, it's gone straight through to the keeper. Picked up by Graham. But the defence is able to set themselves. And Campbell playing the ball 12 metres out. Back it comes for Reynolds to chip it into the in goal. And Tedesco comes down with it.
Well, they've been down here so many times, the cohesion now is starting to falter under pressure.
Well, they'd have to be absolutely bewildered and frustrated when you think about their left side and the tries that it's provided. 41, I think it is, for the season.
Well, the talking point, if the Roosters do win, is Cronk. How will he back up next week? And then what's Craig Bellamy thinking at home? If any coach and club can come up with a game plan, as Keary once again steps up and kicks the ball. Ball bounces. Oh, no. And if any coach or club can come up with a game plan to isolate a player who's injured, it's the Melbourne Storm.
So this preliminary final, they've lost 3 of the last 4, haven't they? This very match, the preliminary final. At the moment, they're looking like they've got themselves a victory. It's 5 minutes to go. It's 12-4 in favour of the home side. The Roosters play near the halfway line. And Cronk next week would be the 6th player only to have a shot and to pull off wins in consecutive years playing for different clubs.
Well, Cronk needs to be off the field. I don't know if they've got a replacement left, but there's no point to have him out there at the moment.
Here's Murray back for Walker, out to Johnston, on to Gagai, now to Graham. He puts a little kick in. They're coming for it. I think it was made dead by the red, white and blue.
Yeah, Taukei'aho gets back there, the front rower.
Well, this is their last shot, the Rabbitohs. They need to score in this set of 6 and then hope for a Hail Mary play in the last minute or so.
It's been impossible for 75 minutes, Gus.
Yeah, but we've seen so many games this year where 2 tries have been scored in the last 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, they've got a wounded player out there, Cronk. They've been tackling their hearts out. I'm not saying it'll happen, but it can happen.
Now, Taukei'aho.
The referee's saying he's outside play.
And he can't come back in.
Nevertheless, he was getting some treatment from one of the trainers. He was under
offside.
He's offside.
Well, you would have thought he was. But that has been the case a couple of times tonight. He's ruled that he got back. You might have heard him say it. Klein, he got back, which negates the fact that he might have been in front. He got back before he touched the ball.
There's a
knock-on against South. So the rot continues, and both have been probably equally guilty. Look at the crowd. 44,000 odd. It's the biggest crowd ever at Allianz.
Well, it's been an absorbing clash. It hasn't been the most skillful or the most brilliant, but it's absorbing because the changes in possession, the stoic defence of the Roosters, and they've won this game with their defence. I know they've scored 3 tries, but they had to scrap for them at the other end of the field.
The agony and the ecstasy from the coaches' boxes.
No, it's been a great coaching effort by Trent Robinson. As Gus said, he's a defence-orientated coach. He'd be loving this.
Waria Hargreaves taken down by Greg Inglis. So we're looking at Angus Crichton in the dying seconds of his short career with South Sydney, making his way to play with the conqueror tonight, the Sydney Roosters. It's the departure of Jason Clark, who go to Super League in England. He's been a great servant for South Sydney. 2 minutes to go, 8 points behind. It's miracle time. George Burgess.
Well, the story of the second half has been the injury to Cronk, but also the performance of Luke Keary. He's stepped up and he's controlled this team.
Sutton then a run around with Walker. They develop an overlap. And Inglis is met by Manu. So 30 years down the track. The last seconds of our game are being played out in the preliminary final. The 89 grand final. The Mark Coyne try.
Yep, you're on the mark.
So many big moments here. And the Roosters will celebrate a big moment here.
He's going to take the 2.
In just a moment.
He's taking the 2.
He's going to take the shot.
He's taking the 2.
Get there, guys.
It's a minute 20.
Well, it's their only chance of getting a result.
He's missed it. Well, Adam Reynolds seldom does that. The smile comes to the face of Cooper Cronk. They know it's time to press the button and start the party. South Sydney people, they've sat back and watched 3 tries put on them. I said earlier, it's already been a moral victory for this team, the red, white and blue. But when they pulled the curtain down, it'll be 3 tries to 0. Sam Burgess rocked up in a tackle then by Waria Hargreaves and Radley. Here's Murray to the halfway line, able to get it away. Cook gets a long pass away to Greg Inglis, and Greg, he'll play the ball just short of, well, just inside the 30-metre line eventually. And I think he's hurt.
It's his leg.
He's grabbed at his right leg, his hamstring, I fancy.
2.
It's come away to Walker. Here comes the siren. The ball comes down to James Tedesco. James Tedesco takes the ball to ground. The game is over. The season is complete for South Sydney, and the Sydney Roosters, who last won the premiership in 2013, will play the defending premiers next Sunday at ANZ. So it's minor premier versus defending premier.